Hey, it's Emily and welcome back to EA Tarot. Today we are doing a little unboxing. Now, before we get into it too much, I went to the post office yesterday and was totally surprised because Daniel Diaz had sent me a package and he had included with it 2 of his latest decks. And so I'm only going to be unboxing one for each video, just so if you're only interested in seeing one, you don't have to watch me do another one. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioning kick on, but it's okay. So we do have the Invisible Order, and then we have his latest Golden Age Tarot. And so today we're going to be doing the Invisible Order, and I am really intrigued by this one. But before we get into it, I did want to kind of show you guys a little bit about what he is, placing in the packages. And I did receive this little letter that kind of talks about what this deck is about, because it is incredibly unique and it does have a very unique concept to it. And so it says the Invisible Order Oracle comes from a very different place than his other decks. It explores subjects society often pushes into the shadows. And so it's kind of like this haunting oracle deck that exposes the hidden forces secretly controlling your thoughts, emotions, and choices, drawing from late night conspiracy theories and supernatural encounters, okay? I'm sold at that because I am like a tinfoil hat girly. I am here for a solid conspiracy theory. It says each card, from psychotronics to sabotage to surveillance, confronts uncomfortable truths about modern life while offering mystical guidance for reclaiming personal power. Okay, so it's a deck that is going to blend occult wisdom with contemporary modern day paranoia. Again, like, it just gets juicier. I'm really here for it. Now, something that I'm finding really intriguing, and I love that he puts this into the packages because I think it gives a really good idea of the deck and where it's coming from. So it says that these images are entirely guided by him and rooted in his style, and they are not copied from anywhere else. It is an experiment and not a new direction for his work. That's really important to note because this is an oracle deck that is not going to be for everyone. He knows it. I know it. It's not going to be for everyone, but for those of us who do feel aligned to it, it's going to be just solid. He chose to experiment with the tool AI. So hear me out. So it says, because this deck deals with AI and posthumanism in the dystopian world, he chose to experiment with AI. So it's trained on his own sketches, drawings, and aesthetic, and then he would spend countless hours refining the images by hand, working digitally on faces and hands, adding symbols and layering in those mystical details and elements, removing what didn't belong, and shaping everything to carry his voice and symbolism. Each image was in silk screen to give it the tactile, aged, and earthly quality that is present in all of his incredibly well-loved decks. So it says, these images only exist in the deck. They are not artworks for galleries, but part of a specific experiment in divination during our technological age. I think that right there is just phenomenal. So when I got his package, like I said, I received both of these decks, and then he is phenomenal at adding in artwork, and I am a ring planner girly. It's what I use for my grimoire. It is what I use for lesson planning and for my regular planning. And so I have these extra pieces that he sends in all of his decks and packages and stuff. Like, these are scattered throughout my ring planners and my grimoire, and like I have them hanging up in my office. And so I really, really love that he includes these extra bits of art because they really do resonate. I love them. Let's go ahead and get into this deck. I'm going to go ahead and move the Golden Age over here because, like I said, that'll be in a later video. I just don't want you guys to have to skip around if you're only interested in seeing one deck or the other. So that's the reason why I am breaking it up into 2 videos. I did forget my scissors. Luckily, I just got them. Let's go ahead and get into this. The Invisible Order is his newest release deck, and I do believe that after he released this one and then the Golden Age Tarot, that he's going to kind of hold off on producing decks for a little bit. And so he's given us so much lately, and it's phenomenal, and I can only imagine how much of a, a commitment that is. And so these are going to be his kind of latest decks, and they're going to, I don't think he's making any more anytime soon. I'm sure he might make more in the future, but as for now, he's going to take a little break, I think. So let's get into the Invisible Order Oracle. It says, watching them, watching us, which I love that. That is such a good tagline. Let me see if I can get into this. Just to be safe, I'm going to cut a little extra. Okay. I really need to sharpen my scissors. And I say that every time. I just don't ever think of it until I'm sitting down and I've already hit record. So. Set this crinkly goodness off to the side. This is so beautiful. It's very much in alignment with his other decks and that the way that they're all produced. And so I love his theming within his decks. They're just so good. They're all so consistent. Okay, Invisible Order Oracle, watching them, watching us. Oh, I love this. And then we have this really nice little marking on the inside. And yeah. So cool, you guys. Love it. Okay, put that over here. Here's our guidebook. I'm intrigued. At the end, after we go through and take a look at each card, I will go ahead and do a little gentle card pull, and we'll see what we get, and we'll kind of take a little glimpse into the guidebook. So make sure we can see everything. Now, I have typically been breaking my seals on all of my D&D decks, and I feel like some of you who watch are like, why do you do that? You can just open it from the other end, and I totally get it. And so I might do that this go around. We'll see. They're so tight. It is such, and I feel like I'm going to mess up the packaging, and I don't want to. I don't know, guys. I may end up just breaking the seal. Look at that, though. Look how beautiful that seal is. Watching them, watching us. I really love that tagline. Okay, maybe this was a tad bit easier. Okay, trust the process. I love this. So good. Just trying to make sure we get everything out. And then, yeah, nothing left in there. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Okay. I love his cardstock. I love the backing. I love everything about his decks. They are just top notch. Okay. Invisible Order Oracle, watching them, watching us. I love this cover card. Like, I love this curtain theme. Let's set that over here. Okay, now we're going to get into it. So again, understand this won't be for everyone, but if you align with it, I think you're either really going to click with it or you're really not. So let's kind of see what the cards are all about. So we have time travel. And I love that they're not numbered too. Confusion. Very like Tower-esque. Expect us. Oh, that's good. Watching them. I really like that. Arrival. I'm kind of here for it. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Enchantment. Collective. Oh, these are so unique. This is so unique. Enlightenment. Portal. And I love that we're just getting one word. Magnetism. Reckoning. Oh, I like that. That is really good. Source. These scissors are bothering me. I'm going to just move them off to the side. Source. Oh my gosh, look at this. Effectory. Look at that. That's kind of insane. I love that. Foreboding. Omen. All those aircrafts and their fuel and all the nastiness. This really kind of gets like the wheels turning, you know? Infernal. Confluence. I love this, like, this portal in the sky, it seems like. Disruptor. This is posthuman, you guys. That's insane. Posthuman. Gatekeepers. This is going to be a really, really interesting deck. Psychotronics. Stop them. Power. Mind control. I'm really, really excited to dig into this. Like, really excited. Surveillance. Like, if you're into conspiracy theories, and if you're into half the things that people are telling you is crazy and it's not possible, then you're probably the crowd that is going to love this. Disclosure. Hypnosis. Conjure. These are really good keywords too. Really, really good keywords. Shapeshifter. I love that. Oh. Remote viewer. What? We have a remote viewing card? Sabotage. Moral panic. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Yes. These are so, so good. Witch hunt. Introspection. System. Anonymous. Anxiety. All of these like hooded and cloaked figures without much of a face is like, it's so, it feeds into that paranoia that I think a lot of us experience when it comes to like not being able to trust certain pieces or even people or pieces of information. Possession. Phenomenon. Watchtower. Oh my gosh. AI. Look at our AI card. That is so, so good. I love that we have an AI card. I really do. Propaganda. Ominous. And then we have secret. Look at that. I'm trying to get it out of the ring light. That is just so, so good. So I forgot to pull it out earlier, so I'm going to do it now. But just to show you a comparison in size, I do have his original Earth Magic Tarot right here on my desk in front of me. And so for a size comparison, let's see. This one is a little bit shorter and a little tiny bit thicker, or wider, excuse me. It's the exact same cardstock. A little bit wider and just a little bit shorter, but it's a really good size. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that this is the same size as his Myth Oracle. So if you have that Oracle deck as well, I think it's about the same size as this one. So let's go ahead and give it a little shuffle, and then we're going to get into the guidebook. I love the way his decks shuffle. They literally just slide, and it is so nice. His cardstock is amazing. Okay, we're gonna start here with power. So let's go back over here, and let's see if we have a little. Yes, we do. Okay, power 23. So it says force, sovereignty, and awakening. Let me put it here, that way we can get a little glimpse at the image as well. Okay. A colossal figure rises from the storm clouds, holding a bolt of lightning in its fist. Its form is godlike, elemental, faceless, raw potential made visible. Below, people flee in fear while one cloaked figure points upward, not in panic, but in recognition. The storm doesn't just destroy, it reveals. The power card represents the raw energy of personal and cosmic force. This is not control over others, it is mastery of self. Something within you is rising now, a spark, a will, a voice that refuses to be silenced. You are being called to empower yourself, to stop shrinking and step into your full voltage. I love that word and that phrase, your full voltage. That's like perfect for this deck. Power is not always welcomed. Others may fear it, mock it, or try to suppress it, but this card reminds you the lightning is yours to hold. No one grants you permission. Whether this force arrives as anger, clarity, truth, or creation, it is sacred. When this card appears, stand in your full presence, act decisively without waiting for approval, and let your will shape the moment ahead. And then we have the reverse meaning, says you may be giving your power away through thought dependence or fear of conflict. Take it back. You don't need approval to be whole. So I think that's really good. I am really excited to see kind of how my connection with this deck evolves. But yeah, I think this is going to just be a really, really good deck. I also think it's going to look amazing when we lay some cards out together and kind of like get a feel for it. I think it's going to be so great, you guys. Again, if you're into conspiracy theories and if you're into that like what if dystopian AI fear, you know, I think you're really going to find something in this deck for you. This collective card, I really like this. We even have like someone with a plague mask. This is so good. You guys, if you've stuck around and watched the entire video, I genuinely really appreciate you. Don't hesitate to subscribe or like, you know, turn on the little notification bell, all the goodies. I really appreciate you guys for sticking it out with me. And as always, I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.